Welcome back to Before the Bounce. We've got the AFL Women's Masters here, brought to you by Modern Trailers Paraka. Cozzy and the team down there.
Yep.
Mate, go in and see him. He'll look after you. And if you say you
Always
watch
doing
Before
deals,
the Bounce,
Cozzy. Always doing deals.
loves it. Ando, with us tonight, we've got Lucy Brook. Lucy, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Masters football, fantastic. You know,
It's the be-all of sport.
it is a be-all. But football in general, I know Masters is one, but also for the Women's Masters, you know, it's just magnified. You know, it's just been incredible. I suppose what the AFL and the SANFL have really done to really promote the sport.
Yep.
Juniors, great, but now the seniors is just, you know,
Never say
reaping the
die.
rewards. Yeah.
You know, we didn't necessarily get our chance when we were kids to
Yep.
have those kicks that those girls are getting the chance to have now.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's never too late to start.
Yeah.
So as a 41-year-old, and I really don't feel like I've had my time on the field yet. So
No.
what's to stop me running around still, albeit much slower than, you know, possibly what some of the
Did
other
you always
ladies
play
do.
footy? Was that a sport that you always played, or you started it a bit later in life, or?
Well, what happened was we had a couple of trial games in primary school, and we're talking back in the 90s here.
Right, yeah.
The Adelaide Women's Football League started in 1991. The
Yep.
SAWFL, it was known at the time,
Right.
South Australian Women's Football League. So the league was there, but there were only 4 teams.
Right.
And for a number of years, there were 4 teams, and then there were 6.
Yep.
So we're going back sort of 15 years, and there's still only 6 teams.
Yeah.
And then AFLW, it just exploded.
It exploded it, yeah. So you started it from the start, from the
I
very
did.
start.
I've had a fractured career.
Yeah.
I did an ACL, so unfortunately,
Okay.
you know, I haven't felt that I've really achieved my football goals. So that's why someone like myself, Masters is great. It's fun.
Brilliant.
You know, it's a kick
Yeah.
around, and it's not for competition. It's just to make friends, have a good time, and
win.
keep kicking that footy around.
And win.
And win where possible.
They say they don't keep scores, Ando.
Yeah,
I
that's
know they
right.
keep
I reckon
scores.
they do
I've,
too.
my old man played a bit of Masters footy and it used to have me doing the scores on the sidelines. Mum Masters softball as well, so it's fantastic to be a part of. But so, Lucy, explain your role in the SA Women's Masters. What is that?
Okay, so I'm the delegate for the women's team. This is the 3rd year that we've entered a team into the national competition, South Australia. So we're going from strength to strength. But we did have a bit of a drop-off in numbers this year. So we're
Right.
actually only sending 10 players at this stage
Yep.
to the Townsville Carnival. But what happens is all the other states muck in. And so when we get there, we've got some spare South
You've got some
Australian
spare.
Guernseys.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to all of a sudden adopt a few extra South
Yeah.
Australians.
Oh.
So we get to still play with our Guernsey, and then those extra players get to have a chance to play more games.
And the big carnival's in Townsville.
It's in Townsville.
Last sort of weekend it starts off in September.
That's
so
right.
they're all in line with the AFL Grand Final, which is great. A lot
Yep.
of celebrations.
Yep,
Yeah.
school holidays, so people take their kids up there, and
Yeah.
a great place to go for a vacation up in Queensland. Can't go wrong.
And the other states, I mean, we're always thinking Victoria's super strong, or you know, WA. How are we ranking with the other states?
Yeah, it's a really mixed bag. Western Australia have a really strong team, so
Yep.
they actually heavily fundraise throughout the year, and their players are actually all subsidised. So their flights, their
Yep.
registration,
Oh, wow.
uniforms, and everything.
That helps, doesn't it?
So
Yeah.
they're a great role model to aspire
Yeah.
to. And then there's other states such as Tassie, who this year. It's been like the numbers in general this year have been a bit low, and I think because Townsville's a bit far, it's not a capital city, so
Yeah.
you don't have to get just one plane to Brisbane, you've got to get the extra plane to Townsville. So Tassie, I think they had a couple of players and now they have none. So
Right.
it really depends on who's having the carnival.
Yeah.
So we're hoping in the next couple of years that it's going to be in Adelaide.
Oh, wouldn't that be
and
fantastic?
Then there'll
Yeah.
be just players bashing down the door to play.
Of course there will be.
for the
Yeah,
team.
no, brilliant.
So the Triple A, is it just footy or is all sports going to be there?
Oh, no, well, the actual carnival is AFL Masters,
Yep.
so just footy. But as far as what will we be doing while we're there, so quite a
Yeah,
lot
oh,
of
yeah.
socialising.
Because you've got the, of course, you've got the men's and the women's
Exactly,
masters at the same
exactly.
time, having a bit of fun. And I've known plenty of ex-teammates of mine that are playing masters football and have been on those carnivals, and they love it. I mean, it's a real highlight of their footy career.
It is,
You know,
yeah.
and funny enough, that's what they're doing right now.
And it gives
So-
a lot of people the opportunity to give back. So,
Yeah.
for example, the treasurer of AFL Masters South Australia, who unfortunately recently passed away, Bob Cannon, he'd actually been the treasurer for in excess of 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
the sense of purpose and dedication that people get to be able to reinvest in what they love, it's fantastic.
It is a great game. I mean, people say it's the greatest game in the world, and I agree with that naturally. We've got a lot of young women playing it now and ladies playing it. Do we, especially in South Australia, it's just boomed. Do we actually see Masters competitions in years to come super strong?
Absolutely. We're looking at the birth of Masters for women
Yeah.
now. So we're going to gradually, over time, increase in numbers and in strength. But I guess the problem for us now is that we don't have a local league. So
Yeah.
the men have a Masters league.
Yeah.
I think there's 16
So there's
teams.
sort of like a
Yep.
gap at the moment.
There's
a gap.
definitely a gap. There's definitely a gap.
Huge amount
because-
of participants here, and we just need them, those top end to go into there. Yeah.
And there are a lot of older ladies who are playing in the Adelaide League, but they're not necessarily ready to transition out of the regular playing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a segue into moving out of regular games.
Yeah.
But
What brought you to the game? I mean,
Oh, it's a
'cause
fabulous
you've
game,
got
like you say.
netball, you've got, I mean, and they're all great sports. But what thought, you know what? I love kicking the ball. I love marking. I love tackling. What was the appeal? Going the footy with your
All
dad,
of
thinking,
the
well, this is
above.
what I want to do. You know?
my family are the least sporting people
Right, yeah.
that you will meet, so it certainly wasn't to do with any kind of family involvement. But once you hold that footy, once you kick it, once you get the chance to have a tackle, and the number of players that are in a footy team, there's really nothing
Camaraderie.
like it.
Isn't it fantastic? Yeah.
It's a genuine team. I mean, a
Yeah.
netball team's got, 7 players,
Yeah.
so it's just not on the same spectrum
Yeah.
as a game of
Yeah,
footy.
so my daughter was playing football, and she said one of the greatest things that I remember, even training, not necessarily playing, was when the coach called us in. We all ran from all directions, and we ran in all together, and there was a big squad of 30, and it was just fantastic, just a camaraderie of lots of numbers, lots of girls, inspiring and enjoying a sport that they love, and I think that
Yeah.
was the thing that she noticed more than any other sport she's played.
And I think it's the turf as well. You're out there on the grass
Yeah.
and you're running. So you feel great. You feel alive. You feel
Yeah.
invigorated. I mean, you've got to be relatively fit
Yeah.
if you want to cover those distances, but it's inspiring.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
It's fantastic. Obviously, to play Masters, minimum age is 35.
That's right, yes.
On the other end of the spectrum, what's sort of the oldest that we go? I know in men's there's into the 60s and in the 70s.
I reckon there's a
What-
couple in the 70s, you're
what
right.
are- what are
we-
Woodville South, I reckon there's a couple that are
Yeah.
playing in their 70s, which is brilliant.
In the
Yeah.
women's, what sort of is it? The latest that we're sort of getting into it.
Yeah, well, the Western Australian team, I think they had the oldest player and she was 63. But South Australia, we had quite a lot of ladies 55 around that age
Yep.
group.
Yep.
And just fit, empowering women who, what kind of role models do you want?
Yeah,
Someone
exactly.
like that. That's just
Yeah,
amazing and
yeah.
inspiring to be playing with people like that.
Yeah. So I just love it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. As you know, and I spoke to you a few months ago, and also Ricky McLeaver, who's on the Masters board, and just the direction of Masters footy is just going in the right way. And it's just not that aspect. It's also the social aspect of when you do get to your 40s and you've that. You sort of think, well, sports is sort of finished for me now, and sometimes you do like to have a chat to, a mate or a girlfriend and have a drink or handball and have a kick to kick after training, just have a chat, and I think that aspect's a really important thing for people in general.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, I can't agree more.
Keeps the competitive juices going as well because
Yeah.
they never die away.
Oh, look, it's nothing better than getting out and having a train with a group of people.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely fantastic, socially important.
Yeah, bit of fresh air, bit of running around.
So for news players wanting to get involved, how can they join into the SA Masters women's team?
Yep, so we've got a great Facebook site, we've got our Gmail address, so it's samasterwomensfootball@gmail.com. So send us a message on the Facebook site, it's probably the best way. And there's actually quite a few Masters out there in the Adelaide League. So if you spot someone who looks, like maybe she's a more mature player, have a chat to her. Maybe she's a Master, maybe she knows about us.
And you don't have to be a great player. I mean, it's
It's not
nothing to
about-
do with that. It's just
No.
about enjoying a great team environment and a great sport.
It's about participation,
Yeah.
and maybe we didn't get the chance as younger people
Yeah.
to participate on the scale that we'd like to. So the opportunity is still there for us to
Yeah.
participate.
And my only advice is always go for gold. That is it. As long as you can, just kick as far as you can.
That's excellent advice.
Lucy, thank you very much for joining us tonight and coming in. Good luck with the Masters. Hopefully it's a fantastic time up in
SA
Townsville.
great.
I'm sure it will be.
Go SA.
Great to see you working so hard building a team, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
No worries at all. Stick around, and thank you to Modern Trailers and Cozzy, Paraka and Cozzy and the team down there as well. Stay tuned, we've got more to come up before the bounce. Don't forget, find us on Facebook at the South Australian Footballer, Piranha Media. You can find us at our YouTube channel as well, the SA Footballer TV, for all content around South Australian football, all our magazines, and especially before the bounce each week. With over 155,000 subscribers, you can't go wrong with the South Australian Football and Piranha Media.